What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to talk about Brenda Freeze, man, and why I think Brenda Freeze, in my opinion, is one of the best coaches in basketball, in college basketball. Not women's coaches, but one of the best coaches overall, in my opinion, in basketball. And so I don't know this young lady's name because her name is hard to pronounce, but the exchange that went on between Brenda Freeze and this young lady, man, it just really it's just an example of why, like I said, Brenda Freeze is one of the best coaches in women's basketball. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna play the as a matter of fact, I'm gonna play the video and then I'm gonna come back and give my input about this situation. Let me see.
So I'm forever appreciative of that. Yeah, Coach understands I'm a competitor at heart, and I've told her this before, and I'll keep on telling her this until forever. I love to be coached hard, and that's what she does with me every single day. And really, what that was a regroup moment for myself, and her telling me she believed in me, because sometimes that's really all you need to hear to get back out there. You know, it's a long game, lots of ups and downs, and I feel like after that conversation, that's when I really went back out and just did what I had to do for my team in that moment. So I'm forever appreciative of that.
So that moment right there that this young lady is describing is not something that's not my first time seeing Brenda Freeze in that type of situation. In 2000, what was it, 2006, the women's national championship game, Duke versus Maryland, right? Maryland was it was a good game between Duke and Maryland. Duke had a good team. I can't remember who was on Duke team. That young lady, I think her name was Beard. I think it was Beard. Anyway, Duke had a really good team. Maryland had a really good team, and they was going back and forth. Duke had Duke made a steal or got a foul or something, and it looked like Duke was stealing the momentum, and things was great go Duke way. Duke had the lead, so Brenda Freeze calls a timeout. One of her players, Marissa Coleman, is walking towards the huddle, and you can see like her expression and her posture, and her face. Marissa Coleman looked like she was defeated because a call had just went against Duke. Brenda Freeze, before this young lady, Marissa Coleman, could get over to the sideline, Brenda Freeze just told her, fix your face, get your act together, and the girl just snapped out of it. Like the funk that she was getting ready to go into, that defeatist attitude she was ready to take on, would have lost the game for them against Duke. But Brenda Freeze just really just stopped her in her tracks before she could even get to the huddle, stopped her in her tracks, and really just made her get it together, right? And when I seen Brenda Freeze do that, I was like, this lady can coach. Like I said, this was in 2006. And that team she had Marissa Coleman, Christy Tolliver, Crystal Langhorne. Those were their big three. All of those young ladies went on to the WNBA and had really good careers in the WNBA. Man, I mean, this lady Brenda Freeze, like I said, she can coach, and this is just, in my opinion, an example of you know this lady just knowing what she's doing, knowing what buttons to push and when to push them. Also, I want to commend this young lady because she gets it too, right? She understood that that's what she needed. You know what I mean? And it's not a situation where a coach is telling a player what they want to hear. It's a situation where a coach with leadership is telling a player what they need to hear, and giving them a push when they need a push. And this young lady needs to be commended too because she understood that. And so when I saw this, I didn't get to watch the game, but when I saw this exchange, right, between really wasn't no exchange. It was Brenda Freeze just getting with her and letting her know, like it's not over with, and you're not gonna quit. Not on us, you're not. So let me play this.
Yeah, Coach understands I'm a competitor at heart, and I've told her this before, and I'll keep on telling her this until forever. I love to be coached hard, and that's what she does with me every single day. And really, what that was a regroup moment for myself, and her telling me she believed in me, because sometimes that's really all you need to hear to get back out there. You know, it's a long game, lots of ups and downs, and I feel like after that conversation, that's when I really went back out and just did what I had to do for my team in that moment. So I'm forever appreciative of that.
Yeah, man. Like I said, that wasn't my first time, and for people who don't know about Brenda Freeze, have had the opportunity to watch her coach. Let me see. She's been at Maryland since 2002. So she's been there for 24 years. She just know basketball, just plain and simple. She just, in my opinion, she one of the best. She do have a championship. She won it in 2006. They beat Duke. And like I said, Duke had a really good team that year. I think what was the Duke girl? Because she played in the WNBA too. I think it was Beard, Elena Beard. I'm thinking that was her, right, at Duke. Like the ACC was thick. They had Elena Beard was at Duke. Then they had Ivory Latta was at North Carolina. They was a really good team. Maryland was a good team. So the ACC was tough for the women in the early 2000s, man. They was just going back and forth. And Brenda Freeze was up for the challenge. Like I said, she had Crystal Langhorne, Christy Tolliver, and Marissa Coleman. All of those young ladies was beasts, and they got the job done. And she's still coaching, man. I mean, she's still doing her thing far as a coach. She could recruit. She always keep talent there. As a matter of fact, she had Angel Reese. Before Angel Reese went to LSU, she was at Maryland. So she can recruit, she can coach X's and O's, and she can motivate these young ladies, man. Like I said, she just have it all when it comes to coaching. She, you know what I mean? She just got the full package when it comes to coaching. And yeah, she getting these girls, she getting their stuff. She definitely get in their stuff and let them know, that yeah, you're not gonna quit, not on this team. So, like I said, it's one of the best coaches in college basketball. So, yeah, big ups to Brenda Freeze. Let me see, and that's all I got on this, man. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a message. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.